Greetings, welcome back to another episode of the Morning BreadCast. We have actually launched out into Proverbs chapter 6 today. So, in chapter 6, Solomon begins to address issues of life. So, he'll talk about things that you would normally come across or just do in your life, and he gives caution on a few things that could cause you problems, right? I guess as we go through this, you're gonna understand what I ended up with last time in the last message, where I talked about the reason for getting wisdom, getting understanding, how God keeps pounding this in, telling you. What is he saying? My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. He's saying, if you don't understand how this works, if you don't understand how I set up the kingdom, if you don't understand how things operate in this natural realm from the spiritual to the natural, you'll be destroyed for your lack of knowledge. It's like the law of gravity that God made. I mean, you don't go up on the building and say there's no gravity today and just step off. It works. It functions. It happens all the time. And Jesus, when he was given the parable of the seeds, was saying that the word that goes forth from God is a seed, and it gets planted in your heart. If your heart is not full of junk, it will get planted in your heart, and it will grow, and it will bring forth fruit in your life. Now, consequently, on the other hand, you also have bad seed that you take in and you plant in your heart. Bitterness, envy, strife, doubt, anger, whatever they are, they get planted in there. And Jesus clearly said that you don't plant apples and get bananas. Whatever you plant in your heart is going to come to roost. The things that you're experiencing right now are seeds that were planted months, years ago. And now they're beginning to come to their fruition in your life. So that's what God is talking about when he's saying you got to get wisdom, you got to get knowledge, you got to get understanding. That's what the book of Proverbs is all about. It's about learning how to operate in this natural realm with all the spiritual things that are going on around you that really make your life what it is. And you make decisions to do that. All right, so we're going to get into chapter 6, and Solomon's beginning to address some issues in life. So let's pick it up in chapter 6, verse 1. It says, My son, if you have become a co-signer for your neighbor, if you have shaken hands and pledged with a stranger, verse 2, if you are trapped by your own words and snared by the words of your mouth. Okay, so he mentions here about being ensnared. How many times have you come home from being out with somebody or whatever and said, man, why the heck did I say that? Why did I agree to that? So he's saying, take your time. Don't get ensnared in things that will cause you issues later. Think about it. Allow the Spirit of God. That's why that relationship is so important. Allow the Spirit of God to lead you and guide you in the way you should go, and the words you should speak or not speak. Right? All right. How easy it is to get caught up in things like that. All right. Next, he mentions about becoming a slackard or lazy. I mean, this one is very pertinent. You'll see. Let's pick it up in verse 6. It says, he mentions becoming a slackard or lazy. He says in verse 6, Go to the ant, you slackard. Consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler. Yet it prepares its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. It's interesting how the ant doesn't need a boss or anything to motivate him or tell him what he needs to do to get ready. He just does what he needs to do. Solomon is saying, watch the ant. Look how it operates. And learn that we should have a purpose, and we should have a plan, and we should be executing the plan and allowing God to lead us along the way. Don't sit around and wait for God to drop something on you. I liken it to this. It is so much easier to steer a car when it's rolling and get it to change lanes than it is when it's parked. So get busy doing something and pray, and God will get you in the right lane, so to speak. All right? Pick it up in verse 9. It says, How long will you lie there, slacker? When will you get up from your sleep? Verse 10, a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. And verse 11, and your poverty comes like a bandit, and your need like an armed man. The outcome of procrastination is laziness and lack, right? Paul says in the Gospels, if you don't work, you shouldn't eat. Get out there and do it, right? Let's get out there today and get busy. Get busy following the Spirit of God and get busy with the talents, the gifts, and the abilities and the opportunities that God has placed in your hands to do. I'm going to leave it there for today. God bless you. We'll see you again next time in the morning BreadCast. And remember to like, subscribe, and share this video so we can get these things out there into the world. God bless you and have a great day.